My name's Nikki Rodriguez. This is Words and Wine, and you're watching La Guardia.
Cross.
You're watching La Guardia.
My name is La Guardia Cross. Right now I'm on a tour called the Nobody Knows Who I Am tour, where I'm going to 30 open mics in 30 nights. And I wanted to challenge myself by getting a machine I had never used and trying to put together all the things that I do, the mouth beats, the rapping, and not be afraid to get up in front of people and just have fun.
Good job.
So I'm up here in Stone Groove. 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 Okay, enough of that. Bring it on the track. I'm trying to show y'all how I try to attack. Come attack the mic. But if not, then I won't give a thing.
Instead of everybody repping their crews out in the city, there needs to be one movement that everybody could then say, I'm a part of this movement. And then everybody from the outside could be like, yes, Miami is in motion because they have a movement. It's not just a whole bunch of independent crews saying, yeah, we're doing something, we're doing something. It's a whole entire collective.
It's home. That's how I feel when I come here. I get upset when I have to leave though. I went from here to here since I started at Stone Groove, and I'm still growing.
It's full of talented people, and we love to just create awesomeness and be free, and it's all about that. Oh, I can beat you guys! Let's go! Where are you going? Push-up contest? I can beat you guys! Good. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I'm Stephen Christ. I've been hosting Get Down With Your Literary Selves poetry open mic here at the Funky Buddha for the last 5 years or so.
Things happen to me that don't happen to normal people, and it's funny. And I took a comedy class, and now I do comedy.
A lot of people like to think that there's competition, but in reality, it's you're against yourself.
I've had a lot of people that have heard me, and they said I'm really good, you know, why aren't you signed, blah, blah, and it's basically because I never pushed it. So that's like the big step that I'm taking now, is just to try to put my music out there and get people to recognize me.
I be helping out these dudes out here. Yo, it's gonna be the next group, I'm telling you.
I was born in New Jersey and with 4 brothers who only listened to straight hip hop. We had like 6 milk crates of records in the house, from BDP to Run DMC to Special Ed.
My brother Wendell's collection was my gold mine, yo. He had
He fell in love with me because of the records.
I swear to God, I would hang out at her house just for her brother Wendell's records, yeah. She's always supported me in my MCing and stuff, even though it's a style that nobody else would have ever supported, and rhymes that weren't clubby and weren't popular and stuff. She would memorize my rhymes and be there and listen to me reciting my rhymes over and over and hearing a beat over and over again in the car and stuff. And she's been the ill support, man. Now she's my partner in crime.
My name is Warnuts. I'm the loser. It's my shit right here, the Retarded Center. Shout outs to my man Cable. You know what I mean? We be out here working. This is the studio right here. This is the lab right here. You know what I'm saying? We stay in Broward, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing it for 20 years.
I was living in Atlanta, and basically my house burned down to the ground. Yeah. So which caused me to lose everything. I lost my music, I lost my clothes. Yeah. Only thing I had is my car. I woke up to people screaming,
oh, shit.
Screaming, get out of the house. So I woke up, you know, a little disoriented, and you know, I came out of the house to see that the fire was roaring out of the 2nd story window. And only thing I could think of is, okay, at least get some money. So I ran back in the house. You know, I had built my foundation, my hip hop foundation in Atlanta. I opened up for Dead Prez, KRS-One. So when I came here, it was just really like a rebirth and restarting all over again. Really networking with other MCs here. You know, I'm happy to be a part of the community here, so it's been blessed.
Short Bus will not be freestyling. Short Bus did that once. She's not doing that.
Short Bus don't wanna rap. Short Bus don't wanna rap. Short Bus don't wanna rap.
I started writing poetry in the 50s. I wrote because I had to write. Things would come to me and it wouldn't leave me alone until I wrote it down. Once I wrote it down, I forgot it. I would wake up the next morning and read the poem and be surprised that I wrote that poem.
Beneath these ribs, piece of vegan that's been lit. Since the feet that need to quit, all of these and be equipped. It's the reason I exist. Since the season of the lift, I'm talking levitation, elevation, over forsaken gifts.
When I was in high school and we used to go to the drum circles and I used to go to Cornerstone and Churchill's Theater the Underground, and as a 18, 19-year-old like studying art history, that kind of really inspired me. Words and Wine started out of just hanging out with friends and people drumming, started with a drum circle. We were all like into poetry. It's not your typical sit down, quiet open mic. It's initially a party.
We were talking about the titles and things like, what do you consider yourself? Rapper, singer, poet, you know, where do you fall?
I mean, I consider myself an artist. A lot of us out here are artists, and a lot of us got cameras too, which I think is funny. There's a lot of graphic designers / photographers / videographers / poets / rappers / singers, all of that stuff. And that is exactly what I see myself as. I am all the arts that I do all into one, and every day I'm striving to take all of those things and showcase them in the
I love to freestyle because I don't know what I'm doing. 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 I need y'all to leave me alone. 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 Who's that? Who's that on my phone? That's my mother, she won't leave me alone. I said, who's that? Who's that on that phone? That's my mother, she won't leave me alone. I'm a black man and I got spankings as a kid. Spankings, 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 spankings.
This comedy is subjective, you know. Some people gonna love it, some people gonna hate it, man. I think the worst time I ever had was when I first started, like back a year ago, and I got booed, man. It was a horrible feeling, but like after that, man, you just gotta pick yourself up, you know, 'cause that's life.
I was more of a DJ coming into the poetry world, and I was really enamored by what it did for people, both from the stage and from the audience perspective. I thought that Miami was a very pretentious place, even though I'm from Miami for years and I love Miami, but this was just something real that connected with me, and I felt like if we did something to enhance it or, you know, put more of it out there, people would gravitate towards it. And we've been blessed, man. Over 8 years, we've been really blessed and fortunate that the community has embraced us and shown us love, and we've seen a lot of great things develop from our platform.
If there's somebody that you love as much as this, then I want you to sing this song along with me once you hear the chorus. Why are y'all laughing at my love?
I love you, man.
That was not funny. Hug somebody today. Hug somebody tonight. You never know if it's the last time you'll see them. You may trip off the stage and die.
Don't say anything, bro. Bo will hug everybody in this room.
Right. Bo should show
all at once.
Get up, man. Back off. All right, cool. Just bear with me. Here we go. Breakfast ain't the same without my pancakes. My pancakes. My pancakes. Breakfast ain't the same without my pancakes. My pancakes. My pancakes. Breakfast ain't the same without my
We actually started Artistic Vibes about 4 years ago when we saw a lack of audience for live entertainment, for theater, for music, for poetry, for the whole nine. We've been doing our thing for so long in other people's venues, and it was always a dream to have our own. We didn't think it was going to happen this soon, and one day the place opened up that was right for us, and the landlord made the decision in a matter of a couple of days, and we thought we didn't know what we were going to do. It was either now or never, and we weren't really ready for it. We had nothing prepared, nothing planned, and we decided to just jump and figure it all out later. And we came into the empty shell, we painted, we got our friends from the community to donate seating, and we just made it work. And you know, I tried to think, how could I keep the place running, because you know it's really hard in Miami to sell show tickets and to make your living off of that. So you know, I've been in the theater community for 10 years plus, and I thought, I'm going to teach a theater class and I'm going to share what I know with the kids of this town, and that's exactly what I did, and it worked. But it was really hard. It still is some days, but we're still doing it and we're still surviving. And at night we do our shows for all the adults in Miami. During the day we do stuff with kids, so we're going to try to stay alive as long as possible.
This here is Majestical Lips. Our store actually means, or what our symbol stands for is words of wisdom. And that's actually how we get into the poetry vibe. The whole poetic energy, open mic setup. And we want people to talk about their story, and that's what we stand for.
My mustache has run away with the replacement. Don't look at me funny. Please come to the next one. Very nice, very good. Thank you.
Since we're all lovers of the hip-hop community in general, we just thought it was a good idea to really support the community and do it on a cross-promotion level, like to no limit.
Women are always trying to do things on their own, you know, like, oh, I can do this, I can do this. We're like, you know what, how about we just become a group and just do it together.
We can unite and support one another instead of being in a competition. We don't have to be scandalous to show you that we know what we're talking about. Like, we just talk to you and you know, you can respect us as women, and that's what we really want to portray in the community, because it's not all about like sex and what they portray on TV.
I'm actually grab the camera so you can get a closer look at what they are doing.
Sit down, gonna sit down, gonna get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
Mom used to always tell me, like, you know, whenever, because I had mad anger problems when I was younger, so she used to tell me, like, whenever you stress, and instead of spazzing out and lashing out, just write about it, just to be free of whatever you're dealing with.
I need to try to perform poetry more often and see what that can branch into. I make so much stuff and I just don't do nothing. I gotta start doing something, man.
Instagram, 15-second limit, though my adrenaline's dwindling. I'ma still spit some sentences. Cynicism is infinite, but I'm running to finish this. This is my open mic, and all of y'all are my witnesses. It's the microphone, then it's the menace in this. Oh yeah, tell Michelle to go mind her business, I'm finished.
Look at that, yo. Look at, come on, yo. Fucking baby Swiss cheese, world hot dogs, Martin's potatoes, bro. Come on. Yeah. How you gonna refuse
that? You go to a restaurant, you're paying $15 anywhere for this. $15.
At least.
Eggs.
At least.
Those are eggs imported
yo.
from Italy.
That's what we offer you as the bench. That's what we're offering. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check this out, yo. Twitter, benchclick.com, CLIQUE. Follow us on Facebook. You know, we'll get you all the nuggets, all the good stuff.
It would be to the 10,000th level if we got paid off the music and we were able to support our families and pay our rent. That'd be amazing. But regardless, if we don't, we're always going to be making music or be a part of music for the rest of our lives.
culmination celebration. This man is on a journey. He's 52 weeks to fly. We're all trying to get there, right? So how about we get together and we help one another achieve our dreams of stardom.
Because you know that it's warm outside. There's no need to run and hide. 'Cause I'm so
bring a positive vibe to the globe with my flows through thoughts I provide. So rise as I talk to shine the light upon your mind when it's dark inside.
I'm on as a merge, moving without tiring. The mercenary that your stereo is always hiring. Circus as the weapons like ravage and sound wave. Going to frenzy when they rumble the sound stage.
Yeah, I came out of the good and never was undercover, but a bad little brother. Never thought to be a lover with the hustle on the turf on the racing a single one. So you know I blaze the streets hot, nice blue butter.
Makes my sour cream with your honey mustard. Only like panini if I fill it with my custard. Look, I believe your eggs exhausted. Make that thing leak, egg nausea.
All that money you hope for won't mean a thing.
The Guardia and myself, congratulations, and here is your prize, madame. I'm rich, bitch!
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
Oh man, I'm a
goodbye song.
I'm gonna miss you all so. I remember when I met this guy in the front. I remember when I was about to go and thump him up beside the head when he pulled his phone out, but he put it away. Blacks know what I'm talking about. Okay, we all are a family and we like to rap. Every time I come here I am strapped. Got a gun on my waist and I pull it out, no it's a phone. Girl, I leave you alone. Girl, I leave you alone. What a gap.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
You all can sing along with it. Go.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
You gotta do it like that in the end too.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
Get him on camera doing this crazy mess too again.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
Shout out to Moselle and he came so late. He is no longer my friend. Get out, you man. I should have had him on the mic. He's a singer too, but it doesn't matter. He came late. He'll be black and blue when I hit him with that 1-2 uppercut to the chin. You will never be invited to my house ever again. I thought we were best friends. That friendship had to end, man.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
To our friendship.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
Y'all ain't singing it, so sing.
This is the goodbye song, the goodbye song.
Sing it one more time for me, do it.
I have challenged myself for the whole year with a project called 52 Weeks to Fly, which is giving myself a year to do everything I've been saying I wanted to do and making myself do my art and follow the passions I have and collect the stories of other people doing the same thing. So I come to open mics, I talk to you, I talk to other artists, I do interviews, because I feel like anybody that comes to an open mic to perform has dreams and things they're trying to do in their life, and I want to be able to learn from them. I want to be able to share my story, and I want to see all the South Florida and scenes like this grow.
You are watching the Guardia Cross, 52 Weeks to Fly.
You're watching LaGuardia Cross. 52 weeks to fly.
My name's Nikki Rodriguez. This is Words and Wine at TSL. You're watching LaGuardia Cross and 52 Weeks to Fly.
You're watching LaGuardia Cross, 52